Hello, everybody. Naughty Nana does. I'm sick as a dog. But I had to get this out. This is breaking news. It started over the weekend. This is mental. If you're new to the channel, welcome. I don't always sound like this. And if you're my old hangers on, thanks for hanging on. If you're here, it's free to subscribe. Just like me, love me, share me. Share. My channel's growing. I'm almost at 40,000 subscribers, 38 and change. So let's see if we can't get up to 40, shall we? All right. So remember the movies and stuff like that, like the heist at the Nakatomi Towers in Die Hard, where they were stealing bearer bonds and stuff. And, you know, South African stealing money from the treasury and stuff. Well, here's a new take on life imitating art. It appears that Elon Mussolini has hired a merry band of children, in my opinion, to infiltrate the United States Treasury. That's right. You heard me right. These guys at the Treasury have a $6 trillion budget. They have the authority over where the money goes and who gets the money, and their job is to allocate those funds that Congress directs. Not Elon. Congress voted on that money to go to these places. The budget gets passed by Congress because they hold the purse. The paperwork goes to the Treasury Department, and the budget is dispersed for things like Social Security payments, tax returns, United States Agency for International Development, USAID. On Friday, Elon and his merry band of imps, one kid's just graduated high school, just saying, and another one is 20, and they've been getting full access by the newly sworn in United States Secretary of the Treasury, Scott Bessent. They made him Treasury and let these little bandits come in there and take your money. None of them have been vetted. None of them have been security cleared. From Wired magazine, I subscribed to it, and I read this article and my eyes popped out of my friggin' head. The engineers that Elon stormed the Treasury with to seize control of the federal infrastructure are kids between 19 and 24 years old, and they work at various companies associated with Elon Musk, and two of them have ties to Peter Thiel, the guy that does not believe in democracy. None of these kids have any real government experience. In fact, I don't think they have any. Oh, they might have went out and put up some posters for somebody once, but that's the end of it. Or any life experience at all, for that matter. And now they're playing a real-life game of eraser. These doggy boys are supposed to, quote, modernize federal technology and software to maximize government efficiency and productivity. These kids hold some made-up titles. One kid is just volunteering. We'll get to him later. They are not vetted or have security clearances. They now have control of the Office of Personnel Management and Budget and the GSA, General Service Administration. You know, the guys that handled all those boxes to Mar-a-Lago and stuff like that. Well, they didn't do that. Mango Moose Knuckle did. But anyway, yeah, they're in charge of clearing all that stuff out from president to president. Yeah. They arrange all the military moves, shit like that, all kinds of stuff. And you were worried about Russian or Chinese hacking? Get a load of this shit. Oddly enough, Mussolini is in contact with and does both business with both of those countries. In case you haven't noticed, they're both communist countries. You know, the ones that most of us during the Cold War and Second World War, First World War, we all fought to get rid of them bastards and keep them out of our backyard. Oh, no. Elon's sleeping with them. These guys have access to all of your business information, your personal information, and security systems at the United States Aid Office, USAID. The top security guys halted the team as they came storming in. But later, they just happened to end up on administrative leave. Gee, wonder how that works. I guess first Buddy had to have his little phone. Associated Press writes that the Doge personnel had indeed accessed classified material. Make you feel better now? Voting for him? He did this to you. Because he's too fucking senile to know what's going on. He allowed this to happen. He allowed Elon Musk, not an elected member, nothing. He let him lie his nuts into the Lincoln bedroom there, and now he's letting you rip off the whole fucking country. $6 trillion. That's the goal. It's all about this, right? So the professor of public safety at the University of Michigan, Don Moynihan, said, "What we are seeing is unprecedented." No shit. In that you have these actors who are not really public officials gaining access to the most sensitive data in the government. We really have very little eyes on what's going on because these little hackers shut everybody out. Congress has no ability to really intervene and monitor what's going on because these little bastards shut everybody out, or what's happening because they aren't accountable as public officials. No, but they are going to be accountable as goddamn criminals. Unless Kash Patel goes, they're kids. They'll grow up. That's the fucking attitude with these guys. So this feels like a hostile takeover of the machinery of government by the world's richest man, end quote. One of these kids, information by Wired, Boba, I'm not going to say his first name, was an investment engineering intern at Bridgewater and Associates. It's a hedge fund. You know how much everybody hates a hedge fund, especially those MAGAs. They hate hedge. This kid was a king in there as an intern. And also interned with Meta and Palantir, Peter Thiel's company. Now the next guy, Quercetin, also known as Big Balls, the one that just graduated from high school, by the way, has spent 3 months, a whole 3 months, at Elon's brain computer company there, you know, ones that put the little chips in your head there. And Mega believed Bill Gates was injecting tracking devices in your arm with the COVID vaccine. How stupid are you? How stupid do you feel now? Friggin' Frankenstein shit, if you ask me. That's what they're up to. Both of these are listed as OPM experts on their little LinkedIn. They report to Amanda Scales, who, because she's so intelligent, works for X AI and worked on Uber's talent acquisition team. Uber! GSA employees told Wired these kids were on calls where workers were made to go over code that they just wrote to justify their jobs. Quercetin, Big Balls, was also added to a call with GSA staff using non-governmental email. Secure. And employees weren't given any information as to who this kid was or why he was even on the call. And Ferreter is number 3. And he dropped out of the University of Nebraska and has been working and has a working GSA email and is currently a Thiel Fellow. I don't know, is it a bedfellow? I don't know how that works. Number 4 is a guy named Klieger. Not Klinger, Klieger. LinkedIn has him as a special advisor to the director of OPM, Scott Bessent, and special advisor to the director of information technology. And he also worked for a little company on AI called Databricks. Now, number 5, Cold Killian has a working email with Doge, and he's just a volunteer. Now, he has his deleted resume said that he attended McGill. Why does Canada have to get in on this shit with these assholes? Tell me, why does Canada get linked to these shitty people? Or some shitty Canadians get linked to them. Ted Cruz, the Proud Boys. I'll have Canadian ties. He worked as an engineer at Jump Trading, specializing in algorithms and high-frequency trading. And number 6, Xiaotran. This guy is the one to worry about. The others are smart, but this kid was runner-up in a hackathon held by Mussolini's AI company. And he received $100,000 for coming in second. What did the first place kid get? And who's he hacking right now? $100,000 grant from OPI to build his own scheduling assistant called Spark. These guys have literally moved in. Literally, they have moved in couches that fold out to beds. Yes, they have moved in literally on the top floor of the agency and have access to all the office and all the spaces. And they have control of all of the IT systems in the government. So, in my opinion, these guys could delete aid to many charities worldwide, including Ukraine, which that is supposed to be already have been done this weekend. And what's stopping them from transferring funds from their own, from the treasury to their own offshore accounts? Nothing's stopping these kids. They've got control of everything. After all, they have free reign over all the sensitive, compartmented information facility, and they have access to the skiff. You know where the ultra fucking secrets are? Yeah, they have access to the skiff. And Trump apparently ordered his FBI to issue security clearances with no vetting, no, I just gave them they're not cookies, Donnie, for fuck's sakes, or cheeseburgers. Security clearances. The staff has no eyes on these guys whatsoever. And Trump gave the unelected, never appointed by a senator or Congress, and he is allowed to fire whoever he wants. That gets in their way. And they have locked many people out of the database. And as of today, over 10,000 federal employees are being sacked. That's what's happening. And that's what them MAGA assholes are saying. Yeah, Donald Trump's going to clear out. He's going to clean the swamp. Yeah, it's your father's job. It's your mother's job. It's one guy was bawling and crying on TikTok there that his wife and him, they sold their house and everything. They were moving from one part, from, say, Houston, Texas, down to Waco to the Veterans Hospital and stuff. Well, because of shit like this, they canceled all the jobs for veterans health care. So now they have no house or a job. Thank you, Donald Trump. Thanks for fucking over MAGA. Makes me smile. MAGA tears. MAGA tears. Only this is the best red rose tea ever. Only in Canada, eh? Love ya. Don't forget to subscribe. I'm coming back with another one. Mwah. Take care of you first so you can take care of somebody else. Oh, Jesus, we got to hang on tight. Oh, Lord, Darn Henry. Love y'all.